Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sony Cool and this is Gems of War. And today we're going to be doing the Black Heart, ranking the difficulty, part 4 of Pure Faction 500 Factions, you know? The team. Is it hard? Is it easy? You give it a score, the higher the score, the harder it is. Eventually we'll be able to rank them. We do this based on how many rooms are there? Are the troops good or bad? Are the enemies easy or hard? How many deaths do I take? And it's all a scoring system, like the rooms are worth 2. There's 3 rooms, you get 6 points. 4 rooms, 8 points. 5 rooms, 10 points. The troops, are they good? They get a 1. Are they poopy? They get a 10. And everything in between. Enemies, are they easy? They get a 1. Are they hard? They get a 10. Everything in between. Deaths, if I take a death, it's 2 points. So, like, Sea of Sorrow got 29.5, Dark Court got 31, Primal Rift got 20. I took 1 death on Primal Rift. I took 4 deaths on Sea of Sorrow and Dark Court. So just, they all had 4 rooms. The top one and the bottom one are not subjective, and the middle 2 are kind of subjective, but we base them off of, hey, we've seen Sea of Sorrow, we've seen Dark Court, we've seen Primal Rift. We kind of compared the troops and the enemies to the previous factions. Were the troops better or worse? Yeah. So eventually it's going to get even better and better, I feel, as we go. Just feel like doing this as a project until I figure something else out type of deal. So Monday we do our weekly preview. All that good stuff. The guild event teams. Tuesday we're going to be doing this. Friday we have our weekend event, single player event, whatever it may be. And then Saturdays, most of the time, is going to be Gems of War as well, because if you really look at the calendar, we got Vault event on the weekend. I'm probably going to do that on Saturdays. We'll have a faction expansion. I'm going to do that for this, ranking the difficulty thing. We got Guild Wars. I'm going to do streams for that. So the only time I might like put something else in there other than Gems of War is maybe Bounty weekend. It's the only time I can really think where I could not, yeah. So not really taking any Gems of War away this month, per se, but it's, you know, during Bounty Weekend I might try some other game or something. I'm not sure. Gems of War. For now I'm going to put it on. I need to make a new playlist for this. I need to set up the stream, so bear with me here. Let's run an auto battle in the trials for Blackhawk. While I set her up, put on the thumbnail. Whoops. Push the button early today. Normally, I don't even know the button. Alright, watch that for me. Keep an eye on them. Make sure they don't do anything weird. Alright, the Black Heart. Gems of War, the Black Heart. Gems of War, the Black Heart. Pure. Alright, that's good enough. Save that. Got the thumbnail. Okay. It's gonna be stupid, so I'm gonna jump over to the chat, maybe. The Blackheart teams. Ranking the difficulty part for the Blackheart. Pure Faction 500. Should be an interesting watch, if nothing else. Because I don't always win. This is one of the hardest things to do in the game. We got Tyrion. We got, hey, Brian's here. What up, Brian? Brian Walker. Sauna's here. Florian got gifted. I haven't seen Florian in a while. Yoke's here. Cool thing about gifting somebody, you might hit somebody we haven't seen in a while. Or you could hit Elon Musk. I don't know. Joe Rogan. Michael Jackson. LeBron James. You never know. Mr. Beast. Some secret cynical channel watcher. All of a sudden they get gifted and they're like, oh no, they found me. They got me good. They made me a member. I was trying to be a lurker. You're like a detective. You're like Inspector Gadget with those gifts. Gems of War is the game. Save it. Okay, almost ready here. Sorry. Do that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, did you hit that like? Did you turn your ticket into the train? That'd be cool. Looks like most of y'all are. Details. Alright, one more thing. I just want to copy paste my tags into the description. Boop. Save. Alright, I think I'm ready to go. Been a while. It's been a while, Brian. It's been a while. I just stepped on my controller. That's cool. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's get out. Let me get out. Yes. Remember, the epic trial is pretty easy. You just instant kill the enemies with Captain McCall. All the enemies will submerge themselves. And then you can instant kill anything that's submerged with Captain McCall. So the only one you really need to shoot on purpose is Bonnie Rose. Like, to submerge them. She doesn't submerge herself, but all the rest of them do. 3 out of the 4 submerge themselves, and Captain McCall instant kills submerged enemies. It's one of the easiest epic trials, no matter what your stats are. You know, it's Captain McCall's spell. So I know sometimes it's like, oh, I don't have those troops, so they like give you the troops, and they're like low level without traits or something. But with this one, even my new account could beat this one, because they give you Captain McCall. It's on his spell, not his traits or anything. Doesn't matter what your stats are. You can instant kill the enemy with the Captain McCall. Now, it might take some doing. It might take you some tries, but I feel like anybody could get the Black Hawk epic trial done if they really wanted to. Buy the pet after each fight, get it fully ascended. Now you have another fully ascended pet for Black Hawk. Alright, let's grab our mail. See what we got. Doot. Alright, anything expiring super soon? No, we got a vault event this weekend, so you might want to save your XP boosters for that. Don't want any of those things. Venture board looking pretty good. Let's grab this stuff. And let's make sure the black heart's on 155. That's another thing I've been trying to keep like a level playing field. Horde level. Ooh, it's on 200. So this is our first one that's going to be like kind of a fly in the ointment. Like, it's above what we've done so far. So we might have to keep that in mind. So if it seems like it's really, really easy, we might have to like give it 0.5 or something on a couple of them just to account for the horde level being a little higher than the other 3 we've done. Try and do this all scientifical-like. But yeah, let's go over just the general faction event first really quickly, and then we're going to get right into that Pure 500, because that's the main bulk of what we're doing today. So yeah, let's just go over the event real quick. I have many of these videos on the channel, so if you really want more teams or more explanation, go to my channel, look up the Blackheart. I'm sure I have probably at least 5 different streams or videos on the Blackheart. At least 5 different teams, probably. But let's go to the event and look at it. Alright, so I do recommend doing these every single Tuesday. You get tons of freaking gold. It's super valuable expenditure of your time. You get all these rewards. You're going to get 2 class experience. You can get just progress in the Blackheart. You can buy up to the weapon if you don't have the weapon yet. Like so many, you get Pure 500 done today. Get the Blackheart all the way done today, maybe. Which would give you another pet for the Blackheart. So if you do the Epic Trials and you do this to Pure 500, you'd have 2 fully ascended pets for the Blackhawk. But you only need 3 or 4. I say 3 or 4, I know it's 4, but it's like 3 and then 4. So getting 3 makes it so you can go pretty far in your Kingdom Power. But getting 4 is the ultimate goal. But this is like half of your pets for the Blackhawk right here. That way you're not scraping and clawing pet rescues and stuff like that. But yeah, most of us today are just going to be not buying anything in the shop. Zero gems. Free. We're going to be doing every fight, going to level 90, and we're going to get all rewards for free for like 15 minutes of playing the game. And you're going to come out of here with 200 to 300,000 gold and all these rewards right here. Plus a bunch of other little rewards for each fight and each layer. It's really nice. And class experience, too. And progress in the Blackheart, like I was saying. Some of y'all out there might need to buy up to the weapon. If you don't have the weapon, another weapon for the Black Heart. Or Black Hawk. Black Hawk has a very small amount of weapons for some reason. So this one's pretty important to get just because, you know, it's not going to be there tomorrow. It wasn't there yesterday. Like, this is the time to get it. It's one of those weapons. Like, you're not going to be able to get this weapon unless you get it today. So you should probably buy up to it if you don't have it. It's not good or anything, you know, it's not amazing or something like that, but it's just the fact that it's kind of like when the ruby weapons come through the Soul Forge. They're not good, you're not going to use them, but you get them because it's going to take so long for it to come back around, and you need them for, you know, to make ruby weapon. Well, it's almost the same thing here. This thing is not going to come back around for a while. You probably want to buy up to it. That way you have another weapon for Blackhawk. And also it just gives you more turns and potions and stats and stuff to do the event easier. Yeah. So buy up to the weapon if you don't have the weapon. If you're doing pure 500 today, you're gonna buy up to tier 7. You're gonna do tier 7 multiple times. It's gonna take you a few hours today to do that. You should get your horde level up. Everybody should get their horde level to at least 111 and quality to 10 before you do this event. But if you're doing pure 500, you might go a little higher just to make it a little easier. But we'll see. We'll see how hard it is. Alright, let's make some teams. I'm going to make them down here because it's easier for me. So let's... Alright, so this was my pure 500 team. I'm wondering if I can just do one bile. I know it's either 1 or 2 biles. That's the main bulk of your pure team. But we're going to do that in a minute. I'm going to go ahead and copy that. I might use it, I might not. I'm gonna look at the troops take a fresh look. But I think this faction you can just do your Rowan team, right? For like low level players. Like the one you use in City of Thieves every day for farming. I think you can just use that, right? So let's just go A to Z. We'll do Clockwork Sphinx. This is the low level team. Doing the low level team first today. You got maybe Leprechaun or Mirage Queen, whatever you have. Leprechaun. I'll do Leprechaun for this one. I'll do the super duper low. And troops, Rowan. This will make it'll be so fast. You know how fast City of Thieves is every day. So just get this whole thing done in 15 to 20 minutes. It's freaking nice. And I'll just put Golden Cog on so you can start with like Mountain Crusher or something else, but Essence of Evil, whatever you want. But you might need Golden Cog eventually. Maybe, maybe not. Depends how high your horde level is, how high your stats are. But here's a little like beginner team. What? Purple green. I'm not gonna run any fights because I gotta concentrate on my pure. But we got red, yellow, purple, brown, green, and blue. We're using every single color. So normally I'll minus one of the colors of the weapon because you're not even gonna need to get it up and use it half the time. So you can just do spider banner or something. Spider banner, riven banner. Anything that minuses red and uses purple and green. Except, yeah. Minuses red, uses purple and green. So here would be the low-level team. Anybody could use it. If you want a high-level person could use this, a mid-level person could use this, a low-level person could use this, and all of y'all would get it done in 15 to 20 minutes. Maybe 30 minutes max. If I copy the team, it's going to screw up my... Oh well. I'll just remake my bio team. But there's the team code in case you need it. As far as class, you can put whatever class you want, whatever you want to level. Maybe you're still leveling Elementalist to 100. You could put that on. Archer, Titan, Thief, Archmagus would be my recommendations, but anything would work because you're not really counting on that weapon too much. So you don't need the hero to be 50% started. You don't really need a specific class. You're kind of just exploding Leprechaun, using Clockwork Sphinx to get up Rowan, or maybe Rowan just gets up off a Leprechaun, and boom, Rowan, they're all dead. Alright, let's make a mid or a high. Just for getting the event done. It's going to go as quick as I can, because we really got to get into this. Do Chrysanthrax, Cafru with Mirage. It's the meta. It's the fastest team in the game for getting things done on a day-to-day basis. And Pharaoh Cafru, isn't he available in the Soulforge right now? So even more people should have it that had it 2 days ago. So this feels even better than usual, because even more people should have it than had it previous, because it's in the Soulforge. Banner, just do something that, some color they all share, kind of like, you know, doesn't really matter. I usually minus green. You just boom, whatever. It doesn't matter too much. Class doesn't matter, obviously, because we're not using our hero. And there you go. That'd be the fast. You're a in-game player with everything in the game, and you just want to hurry up and get it done. Boom, do this. All right, mid. We got blue. You could do Tesla. You could also do Atlanta for low level if you're bored of Rowan, I guess. Let's do a Tesla. I guess I can just do A to Z. Just go get her. She is also in the Soulforge, so 2 of my teams have troops on them that are in the Soulforge right now. I actually like doing that on these faction events. I used to do that all the time. I try to make the teams out of something that was in the Soulforge, maybe, if I can. Tesla. I'm gonna do Ruby Weapon, but you can do whatever you want. For, just mana generating weapon. Don't let the Ruby Weapon scare you out of doing this. Could put a mana generating weapon with another Tesla or something like that. And then I'm going to use Leprechaun and Thrall for my mana generation. Probably should have kept Leprechaun on the team. Remember, Thrall's really good for mana generation. Thrall. There he is. Alright, do this, do this, do this. Bang. And it's another team where you don't really need to make it a specific class. You could just level whatever class you want. So my low-level team and my mid-level team, you can just level the poopiest class in the world. It doesn't really matter. Now, I'd prefer a 50% start class, but no big deal. Whatever you want. Whatever class you want here. Doesn't really matter. I'll just do Archmagus for the heck of it. Banner, purple, red, purple, blue. Something like that, maybe. We have purple, red, blue, brown, green. We're missing yellow. We definitely want some purple. There you go. First one. Abyssal Banner's fine. Purple, red, minus yellow. Archmagus. That Thrall's going to get up, I swear. Like, it's going to get up so easy, and then Thrall will get up your damage dealers. Boom, you win. The Leprechaun will get up Thrall 100% of the time, pretty much. Maybe 99.9% of the time, that Leprechaun's going to get up that Thrall. And then that Thrall is going to get up everybody else if they're not already up off the Leprechaun. So, you're killing everything on second turn. Worst case scenario. So, this is a good one. And yeah, and like I said, if you don't have the Ruby Weapon, no big deal. Put another Tesla there. Put your hero in first slot with the mana generating weapon, maybe Essence of Evil, or you could do Wanda Stars, Tesla, Wanda Stars, Leprechaun. No big deal. I just really like this combination for some reason. Add the brown in. Instead of having 2 Teslas where they're both blue and red, I like to add... Now I'm also using brown. And also exploding the board. And also using my hero for sure. And getting class experience and stuff. And Thrall and Leprechaun are fine for mana generation, so... Okay, so that's all the, like, hey, let's just get the freaking event done as quickly as possible teams. Go to level 90, get all rewards. Sometimes you have to buy the very first thing in the shop, like the little 30 gem. Sometimes you'll be just short of getting every single reward. You'll have to spend 30 gems, but it's no big deal. Go ahead and spend the 30 gems. Just head straight to the boss on your next one, and you should get all rewards. That's what I do. I might do one of those accountability like videos tonight, just to show y'all. I kind of like to show it on Tuesday, just to show how much gold I'm getting from these, in case you don't believe me. I might put one of those out for members only or Patreon or something. But that's all the teams for just like getting the event done. Let's check out Deathless before we get into this pure. Deathless would be... Might need Leprechaun, maybe not. Deathless, we got blue, we got purple, so it's probably just our High King Iron Gut Zul'Goth, which works every time for me. If you're doing a Deathless 500, I just expect that you would have High King Iron Gut and Zul'Goth. It's really a in-game thing to be doing. If you're trying to beat it on 500, like you could do Deathless on 100 or 200 or 300. You could do Deathless with Rowan, like. But this is like the purposeful, like specific team to do level 500 Deathless for sure, without fail. I always do Essence of Evil. I'm really trying to make sure I don't lose a single troop. And I do Elementalist to really make sure I don't lose a single troop. As far as banner, maybe green, blue. And we got yellow, blue, brown, green, purple, red. We have every single color, so we could minus one of High King Iron Gut's colors, because he has 3 colors. He's being a hog. So you can minus, like, yellow or brown or... Yellow or brown. So this is probably fine. Ocularan. That'd be Deathless. It's another one, like, I'm 99.9% confident it'll get it done for you. As long as you play the match right. Obviously, you gotta devour. Essence of Evil stuff that's about to cast. Essence of Evil their first slot. Essence of Evil their last slot. Not all in the same fight, but, like, just when you need to. Zul'Goth after you High King Iron Gut a couple of times. Use the skulls. Boom, they're all dead. Alright, so that's all your teams for... the Blackheart, except for Pure. And that's what we're doing today. Beg for mercy. Alright, I'm gonna catch up in the chat, sorry. I'm doing the based off the last stream thing this month, so today we're going to go about an hour and a half to an hour 45 or so. Somewhere in the middle of that is what I'm looking at. Yeah, catch up in the chat. Morning, Yoke. Been a while. Yeah, it's still good, Brian. The home and the car. Car's still doing well, doing good. I don't know if you were here for somebody like bumped into the back of me while I was in traffic, but just left a tiny little circle scratch in the back bumper. That's the only thing that's really happened. Done my oil changes on time. It's all good. 100% still good. Car's good. Had it for 2 years now. 2024. The house, super expensive, but it's a nice neighborhood. It's cool. It's better than my last place. I'm not like jumping for joy or anything, but it's definitely better than where I was living, so it's an upgrade for sure. Just really expensive. Making life a little hard. Tyrion, you've been ignoring trials and epic trials for so long. Yeah, it auto-corrects my name to like Sunny or Skinny or... Tyrion says, sometimes last year I got through trial 8 on all kingdoms. I recently just got to 10 and starting to get the epics done the last few weeks. Talking about on your alt. 16 easy to hard. So it is a little bit, like the middle would be 19. So it's on the easier side, the Blackheart. According to the list that's already out there, made by somebody else. Brian says, yeah, I always try and watch, even though I don't play gyms much anymore. I love this channel. Let's go. I love that. Faction weapon, it's not horrible, but it's not great. It's kind of mid. I know that's kind of a cop-out or riding the fence, but it's literally like a... it has a little instant kill on it, right? I'll have to look at it again. Tyrion says, you got me considering this faction soon. Currently working on Depths of Sin. Should finish this week. Next is Hall of Guardians. Due to it will be a long time till it comes back to weekend event. 30k gems. Nice, Brian. What up, Big? Tesla's in the Soul Forge. Yep. Yeah, let's look at that weapon one more time before we go with this pure. Somebody mentioned it. It's deal true damage to the last enemy with a 6% chance to slay them, boosted by 6% for each Doom Skull. Yeah, it's just kind of mid. It's kind of like one of those mythics we get that has a really low chance to instant kill. Like, I always forget his name, but the dwarf guy, he's like a 20% chance to instant kill. I don't know. It's okay. It's not horrible, but it's not great. It's not one of the good faction weapons you're looking for. It's not like Life and Death. Or like, is Obsidian Libram one of them? Like, there's a couple really good faction weapons, and this is not one of those. But you should still get it, just because it doesn't come back for a very long time, and it's another weapon for Blackhawk. Blackhawk doesn't have a lot of weapons. You don't want to run into the problem where you don't have enough weapons for your kingdom power. Like, it's just smart. Alright. Let's do it. Enough stalling. I gotta run away from this real quick so I can get on 500. We're doing it live, like always. Do these pure 500s live. Alright, here we go. Oops. Get out of here. Hey, stop it. The Blackheart. Or is it Blackheart? It's the Blackheart. How fast can you push down on the D-pad? Alright, these are the troops we're working with. We got Bile. He's definitely going on the team. He's really good. He's a good tank. This is like his claim to fame right here. You might use him occasionally outside of this, but this is his real, like, purpose in the game. Is doing the pure 500 or the pure faction, whatever. He's probably the best troop out of the Blackheart, especially for this. But he's 17 blue red, demon rogue, explode a bunch of gems, gain the same amount of attack, life, and armor, boosted by all enemies previously killed. You just want to keep gaining attack, life, and armor. Your main priority is going to be to cast this guy just over and over and over and over, gain attack, life, and armor, and then take skulls. Occasionally you'll be firing something else off. Some chip damage, hoping to instant kill maybe. But mainly, and he's got 25% skull reduction. Convert any 2 skulls to Doom Skulls when my turn begins. We're using at least one of him. I think using 2 is like the safe. In case you lose one, you have another one. This is like the safest strat if you want to make sure you get it done. I almost want to try 1 though. I feel like if I just keep casting it over and over and over and make it my main priority, it might be alright. Alright, and all the rest of them kind of do the same thing. The worst one is Plague Crafter. All it does is disease all enemies, so you're probably not going to use this. So a good place to start with this one is you're definitely using this, and you're not using that. Right, we got Deathblade. Deal true damage to an enemy with a 5% chance to slay them, boosted by 5% for each Doom Skull. Stealthy. Night Arrow. Deal damage to an enemy with a 3% chance to slay them, boosted by 3% for each Doom Skull. This guy does true damage, and he has a higher percent chance to kill. I think that's why I used multiple Deathblades. Like, why would you even use Night Arrow? Except for, like, mana. Mana, like, just to diversify your mana colors, I guess. Or to have different troops on the team or whatever, but I don't know. I'd rather have a higher percent chance to kill and do true damage than to have a few extra stats. Skulker's the newest one. Deals damage to an enemy and steals 2 magic with a 5% chance to slay them, boosted by 5% for each Doom Skull. So once again, he has 5%, which is the same as Deathblade, but Deathblade does true damage. So in case you're not getting those instant kills, at least you're chipping away with true damage. So I think I might go with the team I was using. I think I'm going to do this again. Same thing I did last time. I think that works for me. Got a blue banner. I'm going to do blue-red. Because I know I'm going to cast this dude over and over and over. Alright. This will be the pure 500 team. It's what we used last time. It worked last time. And all the reasons I already said. Bile's amazing. You're going to want to cast him over and over and over and over and over and build his stats up. Especially your first one. Second one's there just for backup, pretty much. And then you got Deathblade. And another thing, we'll be putting more Doom Skulls on the board if we have multiple. Well, it converts skulls to Doom Skulls. So as long as there's 4 skulls on the board, we'll convert 4 skulls to Doom Skulls, which will then help this guy instant kill. So having more than one Bile does more than just having him there for backup in case you lose one. It also puts more Doom Skulls up on the board, so these can instant kill easier. Alright. I'm gonna go check my medals. What are we gonna do? I'm thinking just straight seasons, maybe? Just give ourselves more stats. Alright, let's give it a try. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fights, though. So it's automatically coming out of the gate getting 10 points on our scoring system. Just to recap that, got the Black Heart. Let me write it down. We're keeping score, we're ranking them. This is our 4th one. Rooms. Troops. Enemies. And deaths. Now the enemies could instant kill you, that's the annoying part. So one person could have a really easy time here, and then another person could get really unlucky and get instant killed by the enemies. Alright, it's got 5 rooms. I gotta stick with my scoring system. You get 2 points for each room. So it's gotta get 10 points for that. Unfortunately. And we'll go over the rest of it later. You know, troops, enemies, deaths. Just try to pay attention to how you feel about the troops, how you feel about the enemies. And we'll compare them to the other factions and stuff like that too. But yeah, the scoring system is, how many rooms does it have? 2 points per room. How many deaths do I take? 2 points per deaths. Troops, are they good to bad? If they're good, they get a 1. If they're bad, they get a 10. Everything in between. Enemies, are they easy or are they hard? If they're easy, they get a 1. If they're hard, they get a 10. Everything in between. Then we come up with the score. It gets close to being, you know, 38, kinda. I made it to where it's like 10 points per, which is 40 points. And, you know, there's 38 factions. I'm trying to make it. So CFSR got a 29.5, Dark Court got a 31, and Primal Rift got a 20. The lower the score, the easier it is. The higher the score, the harder it is. So far, Primal Rift was the easiest. Sea of Sorrow was next, and it was pretty close to Dark Court. So we're doing the Black Heart today. Let's get into it. J.M. Ricks and Youngblood. Lurking while you're working. Thought events this weekend. You have 2 Queen Beatrix, but not a Tesla team? I showed one just at the beginning of this stream. Tesla, you can... The Tesla team I usually do is with Ruby Weapon, but you might not have Ruby Weapon, so you can just double up on Tesla. If you only have 1 Tesla, you could do any other true damage troop. You could do Queen Beatrix, you could do Shagaroth, you could do Vanoxia. But mostly it's just a mana generating sandwich around Tesla. You could put a weapon up top, like Mountain Crusher or Essence of Evil, then Tesla, and then either another Tesla or another troop that does true damage, like Queen Beatrix. You said you have Queen Beatrix, so you could put Queen Beatrix there if you want, and then Leprechaun or something on the bottom. Or Holy Saint Astra. It always depends. Do you have the 50% start? Do you have a second Tesla? Do you have the Ruby weapon? Like, so many questions, but the team I showed for the faction event was Thrall, Tesla, Ruby weapon, Leprechaun, or something like that. Sometimes you'll do Mortal Chain, Tesla, Holy Saint Astra. Sometimes you could do like Thrall, Tesla, Wand of Stars, Leprechaun, or something like that. There's lots of different Tesla teams, but mostly it's 2 mana generators with Tesla and another True Damager, or 2 Teslas. We need to get up Bile. I'm going to super concentrate on getting Bile up and casting him. So I want him to have like a bunch of stats. Way you don't die. I'm taking Skulls though. Alright, here we go. Let's start casting them. Gain a bunch of stats. It might take some Skull hits though, but... Nice. We're gonna do it again. Okay. I could go for instant kills. We only got 2 on the board though, so that would be a 15% chance. So I'm just gonna keep casting Bile, I think. First slot's dead already. 20% chance there. Just gonna, since we don't have our first Bile, I'm gonna go ahead and cast this, I think. We could cast our second Bile to get up our first Bile, though. Let's go ahead and cast this again, though. And we'll do our second Bile. We'll take Skulls, because we've been building our attack. And first Bile. Ooh, we do have a 25% chance. I don't know if it's going to get much better than that. She's almost dead, though, anyway. Let's do this. Dead, see? Almost dead. Bile. Second Bile? That was pretty easy there, but it's gonna be, you know, that last fight, like usual. Demon. I always skip the demon. Alright, here comes the next fight. Doesn't look too bad. Could use Clockwork Sphinx to amp up... well, Tesla's armor... Tesla's boosted off the enemy's armor, I think. Is it all ally and enemy armor? Yeah, it could still boost her. You're right, you're right. Alright, let's get up our Bile. As soon as possible. If we do this, they get Skulls. I don't really like that. Might be our only move, though. Yeah. Oh well, we got Barrier. Alright, he's getting up next turn. So he's getting up next turn anyway. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do this. We got a 40% chance. Which enemies? Okay, this guy's the most annoying. Ooh, we had a 40% chance and we missed it. Taking Skulls. Taking Skulls. Extra turn. Bile. That might have been a really good instant kill chance there, but gotta get this Bile built. Build up. So I'm really mainly concentrating on building up the bile. Bile. Alright, we can take some skulls, get some good damage. 87. Let's check this. Look, a 35% chance. I think you gotta sneak that in every once in a while. Especially when you got both of them up. Because the bile's gonna mana generate to get them up. You don't wanna... Ooh, we got 2 instant kills there. Gotta make sure we don't lose our biles. Our bile. Even though we got 2. I just want to build them up anyway. Gonna have major skull damage.
Mana surge.
30% chance. It's the only thing left alive, so let's try it. Nope. We bile. Boom, free skulls, nice. Bile. Look, you got 667 right now. Other bile. Big old brown. Let's try this. Ooh, we have no boost ratio right now. Maybe not. Just do this. And they're dead, so that's the right choice. 2 down, 3 to go. Swag! Is there a way to farm white diamonds? The vault event. Swag says I'm at 457 diamonds on my phone account. I don't think I get the diamonds needed for Tesla. It'll be close, man. Depends how hard you can go this weekend. Do you need 350 diamonds? It can be close, bro. If you have gems, make sure you buy the diamond offer every day. I should buy this. Here, let's go look at that real quick, just as a quick aside. So, if you go to the dungeon, see how you have this right here? You can get 120. You can get 35 diamonds a day. 35 diamonds a day. If I had a calculator. This is if you have gems. I hope you have gems. Like, what else are you spending them on? You need them for these emergency situations. Like, this will be a lesson if you don't have gems, like, to save gems up for this type of thing. But let's take, get 35 a day. And if we start today, which is, so we got Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. 5 times 5. That's 175 diamonds right there. So now you only need another 175. And on Sunday, that's going to be like at least 100 something. So let's just say it's 100. So plus 100. It might even be more on Sunday because it's Diamond Day. So that's 275. That's 275 diamonds you can you get off just the dungeon offer from now until... Actually, shit, they changed, don't they? Never mind. Your Soul Forge is gonna change on Friday. Never mind, dude. That does suck. I mean, if you have vault keys, open them. Shit. Forgot about that. So, I guess Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 35 times 3. So you can get 105 diamonds off your dungeon. If you have any vault keys right now, open all of them. You should be anyway. That'd probably be the only way you can make it. Because the Soul Forge is going to rotate on Friday and Tesla's leaving. I forgot about that. So the vault event's not going to help you. Current vault keys that you already have could help you. If you open them all, you could get diamonds out of there. Sometimes you'll get 60. Sometimes you'll get 15, 20, 30. Like the big drop is 60, I think. 60 diamonds. So you would need, you know, like 3 or 4 of those big drops of diamonds out of the vault keys. And to buy this offer 3 days straight. If you do the fights, I think you get something, right? Get like another 15. So you got 6 diamonds there. Another 6. At least for me, it's 6. And 12. So I'm getting another 24 there. So let's put that in. So we got 105. 24 times 3. Plus 105. You can get 177 diamonds off of your dungeon in the next 3 days. And then if you just have vault keys, you could open them and get like 2 of those drops or something. That'd be the only way you're going to be able to get Tesla by Friday. If you have the gems to buy those offers, if you do your dungeon every day, and you have vault keys to open. Like I have vault keys to open, so if I opened all 75 of these, maybe I'd get enough diamonds to close the gap to get Tesla if I was you. And then maybe you see some offers for like diamonds. Like as you do, I don't know, explore or delves. Or your daily offer, you might have a diamond offer there maybe you should buy. If it says shards or diamonds. Then make sure you double check your Soul Forge. Like you don't have a bunch of shards you could switch over. Like for me, I never turn them straight to anything. So right now I could turn shards to diamonds. That's all. That's the only way, really. The only other thing is trials, but it takes so long, it's never going to happen. Unless you stay up 24/7 and do every single trial, and you haven't done any of them yet. It's like a one-time thing. I was thinking about doing that on my new account. People always mention that. It's not realistic, because it's like the 10th trial or something, and you get like 10 diamonds. And it takes freaking forever for like... It's kind of like doing treasure hunt. You get like 1 gem per treasure map, you know? Yeah, technically you could farm gems and treasure hunt if you want to, like, get 1 gem for every freaking map, which takes forever. Technically, you could get diamonds from trials if you want to do freaking 10 trials. That takes forever, and then get, like, 5 or 10 diamonds as your reward. And you'd have to go around to every kingdom and do that. You could get, like, 380 diamonds, I think. I mean, for Tesla, it's up to you if that's worth it. I don't know. Like, it's another thing to mention, though. That's free. It is free to go do your trials. One of these gives diamonds. But I think it's like number 10. It's like, you have to do all of them. It might not be 10, but it's up here pretty far. And it only gives 10 diamonds. But technically, you could get 380 diamonds if you've done none of your trials yet. You could go do all your trials in every single kingdom and get 380 diamonds. So, I mean, it's how much do you want to work for that Tesla type of thing. Like, at first I thought it was going to be Vault Event, but now your other way might be trials. My new account, I needed, like, diamonds for Ironhawk, remember? It was leaving on Sunday, and I had to hurry up and get enough diamonds to get an Ironhawk. And that was one thing I was considering, is, like, doing trials. But then I started doing them, and I'm like, dude, this takes freaking forever, and I'm only getting 10 diamonds. There's no way. You know? But hey, it's a thing, it's a possibility. If you've done 0 trials, you could go run every single trial in every single kingdom and get 380 diamonds. But it would take a long time. a long time, dude. I don't know even how long to say. Like, hours upon hours, probably. Anyway, back to our main event of the day. Stopped in the middle of it, but we're on the third fight. Level 500, Pure Faction. Bile Blackheart, Deathblade, Deathblade. See this third fight is. Probably have to be some combination of the two. You buy all the offers in the dungeon, you do all your dungeon fights, you open some vault keys, and you do some trials. If you can get 100 from each thing, that'd probably be the most likely thing. I'll have to read the chat, though, to see what you're... Like, maybe you have 0 gems, maybe you already did all your trials, maybe you have 0 vault keys. Kind of got to think about that going forward, though. Don't let yourself be in that situation again. Take it as a lesson, not a loss, if you don't get Tesla. Like, oh, I should probably save some gems for this specific situation. Oh, I should probably go harder in the vault event so I have more vault keys. I probably shouldn't have spent those diamonds last week on whatever troop. The winged donkey. I should probably save them instead of getting the winged donkey. Just because I didn't have it, you know? Take it as a lesson, not a loss if you don't get it. Way it never happens again. Next time you'll get the Tesla, you know? Save all your gems, save your diamonds. Specifically, that's what you're supposed to save gems and diamonds for, is Tesla. You don't go get winged donkey and peasant and just random troops you don't have. Not that anybody's doing that, I'm just saying that could be a thing. Winged donkey's not even in the Soul Forge, I'm just picking the stupidest sounding troop I can.
Mana surge.
Alright, bunch of skull damage, let's go. Die. Alright, that Keeper of Souls kind of scares me sometimes. Glaceon scares me, Shagra scares me, Keeper of Souls kind of scares me. Because they do tons of skulls up on the board, which can hurt you. So we need to get our bile beefed up. If he's able to take that, if it happens. We should, like, say, okay, it's got to be at least 30%, or, you know, depends. 3 skulls, let's go. It's hard to, like, give Gems of War advice sometimes because it's like, I tell you what to do, and then some people, not, you know, nobody here, you know what I mean? Like, I tell people what to do, and then people don't do it, or they ignore my advice, or they just get whatever they want, or like they don't have this troop or this weapon or this troop or this weapon, they just get it. And then when the time comes that actually Tesla's in the Soul Forge or Ironhawk's in the Soul Forge, then they don't have enough. It's like, it sucks, and it's like, you know? It's not you don't want to like beat a dead horse or like kick somebody while they're down, but it's like, you know? You shouldn't have got this thing, you shouldn't have got that thing, you shouldn't have got this thing, you should have went harder in the vault event previously. This is why I say to save up diamonds and gems and stuff, you know what I mean? Like, but it's like in EverQuest when I die, it's like, I don't get mad, I just take it as a lesson, I'll do better next time, like, that's all we can do. It's how this game works, too, you gotta save stuff up for when really awesome stuff is there, because it's only gonna be there for a second. You gotta get it. And you can't just, like, you can't, like, farm a bunch of gems or diamonds or Tragon, whatever it is. You can't farm a bunch of it in 1 day or 2 days or 3 days. So that's why you have to save up and keep it and not spend it for when Tesla pops up all of a sudden for 3 days. You're like, oh shit, now it's time to spend them. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to get enough in those 3 days or 2 days or 1 day. So that's why you don't spend them last week or the week before or the week before. It's just how Gems of War works. Something's going to pop up, and it's going to be there for a day, 2 days, 3 days, and then it's gone for a while. So you got to have the gems or the diamonds or whatever for when it just pops up all of a sudden. It's like, hey, here I am, you know. You got to grab it real quick. Like, got to do the whack-a-mole because it's going to be gone. And that's the reason you say, that's why you don't, like, buy weird weapons or weird troops or craft weird troops or craft weird weapons, or because you need those for when the Tesla pops up all of a sudden, like, look at this, you know? She opens her trench coat and she's like, look at this, and it's just for a second, so you got to be there to see it. You got to have the gems and the diamonds so you can get her. She's just gonna be like, look at this, real quick, and then she's out of here. So you gotta save it up. So you have it when that small window happens. You have the amount that you need. Let's see. Let's do bile. Gonna pop up. Ironhawk pops up. Look at this. Tesla pops up. Look at this. You know, just for real quick, real fast. You gotta hurry up and grab them. Oh, we got a 25% chance. Guess we'll go for it. Kind of want to kill him. Yeah, let's go. Alright, I got some true damage still. We need to kill that guy too. But we got rid of the main threat. Got 2 biles. Come on. Do the first one. What do we got? 20%? Let's go. Let's try it. Nope. Nope. Good skull damage. Let's cast our bio. He's freaking death marked, which isn't good. That's kind of why we have 2 of them, though, I guess. One more enemy. You better not do it. Man, if I could just finish him off with skulls, that'd be great. Alright, he cleansed it. He cleansed it. That death mark scared the crap out of me. It's supposed to be like a 10% chance. It shouldn't scare you that much, but when the enemy does it to you, phew, scares you. Makes your booty hole pucker up. Alright, 3rd fight down. So far, so good. Pretty easy. Ooh, we got the web spinner. Alright, I'll see what y'all are saying. Sorry. Got 3 days, yep. I know, Sana. I thought about that. I was like, dang. Eventually I did. Your PC got him? Nice, congrats. So it's like your alt account that you're trying to get it on. Not a huge loss. You're right, you're right. Okay, yeah, bad timing. That's how freaking Gems of War works too, you know. They'll have a good troop, and then another one, and then another one. You gotta save up piles. Piles of diamonds. Piles of gems. Because that happens sometimes. It'll go on like a... You know when it's like a streak of just like dookie, back-to-back, dookie, back-to-back, dookie, back-to-back, dookie? That's when you're saving up. Because eventually it's going to be like boom, 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 Tesla, Webs, you know, Phenoxia, Tesla, Ironhawk, Cafru, Takshaka. It's going to come back-to-back, to back-to-back, to back. So you need like the piles of diamonds and stuff. But that's cool though, Phenoxia and stuff, you know. That's pretty much Tesla B. Well, not really, but it's right under her. That's good. Arena 3 times a day can give 3 extra daily offers for gems, and the 3, yeah. Yeah, it's 10 for Kingdom. Yeah, if you already got it, hell yeah. You already got it on your main account. Ooh, it's 8, not 10. Poop. Right. Oh, hell yeah, only level 200 too. Shit, my new account doesn't have Tesla, and it's level 900 something, so yeah, it's not even a loss, really. What is the rare ingot for? For, tempering rare weapons. So you know how troops have traits and well, weapons have tempering. Hero has like classes that have talents. Classes have talents. Troops have traits, and weapons have tempering. So it's like extra stats. If you use that weapon, you get extra stats if you have the tempering. So ingots are to get the tempering for weapons, like level up your weapons. So if you have like whatever, I don't know, the ruby weapon or something, you could have the ruby weapon with no tempering, or you could have it with max tempering. The ruby weapon with max tempering is going to have more stats and like extra little perks. Like the Doomed Glaive, fully tempered, does a Leaf Storm, entangles, has extra stats. Some of them have really cool stuff on their tempering. Like Rope Dart has an extra turn if you have it fully tempered. Ingots are used for tempering weapons. That's the answer to that question. Rare ingots are used for tempering rare weapons.
Mana surge.
Rarg! 25% chance. Should we try it on the web spinner? No. Uh-oh, we're already getting hit. Let's take this purple and get the skulls. Oh! Just whacking me. Whacking me off. We need red and blue.
Mana surge.
What the hell, Bobby? Ooh, we got a 45% chance here. Bang. We still got a 45% chance. Ah. I'm gonna kill that dumb spider. It's death marking, it's webbing, it's about to kill my first slot. This is annoying. Why does this always happen to me? Ah!
Mana surge.
I got greedy. I had to take those skulls. Alright, come on, Bile. Build yourself. Oh no, he's webbed. Okay, cleansed it. Our first Bile's in big trouble, mister.
Mana surge.
We like have to take this so we don't get hit.
Mana surge.
And we keep having to take it so we don't get hit. Oh, and we keep having to take it. Oh, we could explode him. What's she gonna do? An enemy. Let's do this just to make sure he lives.
Surge.
I'm gonna keep doing it. I need to build him back up.
Mana surge.
I knew she's gonna hit him. I just freaking knew it. We got a 25% chance. Ah. Bile. Bile's webbed. It's almost like I don't even want to do this. I only gained one. Probably work on building my second Bile, just in case.
Mana surge.
Should I take the skulls or should I get some explosion? Come on, play it safe. Some more stats.
Mana surge.
442.
Mana surge.
Let's kill this before it casts. Oh, of course. Okay, it's not so bad. 55% chance. Destroy all web gems, 122 to the weakest enemy. I almost want to kill that. No, the other one has way more stats, so. Ah, 55% chance. Come on. This fight's a little more dicey than So you just don't do that right now. Piss. Let's do this. Woo! That was the right choice, huh?
Mana surge.
No, 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 no. You stop it. Be a good girl with your shaved head. Crazy hair, elf ears. Oh my gosh, dude. So much summoning. Alright, we built him back up. We're gonna hit really hard here. Keep casting them.
Mana surge.
This little fight in the middle here was kind of annoying. We got a couple annoying fights, but you can't really count those because it's the fact that there's 5 fights that makes it hard. 'Cause the 3 middle fights could be anything. You can't really judge the faction off of that, but you can give it 10 points for having 5 fights, and like that's part of why we're having this long drawn out battle here is because we had to do 5 fights and ended up getting this one.
Mana surge.
Alright, we got out of there with all our troops. It's a close one, though. They almost got my first bile. We still would have been okay. We would have had another bile, but trying to go into the last fight with all my troops. Genie, I never do the genie, like... Alright, here we go. So, they got their bile. They got Deathblade. They got Plague Crafter. They got Night Arrow. We're probably going to want to take them out kind of top to bottom, but I'm not really worried about Plague Crafters as much. Every one of them has a percent chance to kill, which is annoying. And these two are stealthy, so we're going to have to take out Bile and then Plague Crafter, but it might still go Bile, Deathblade, Plague Crafter. We'll see. Just with the skull damage. Alright, this might be tough. This could be RNG just whacking my willy. You could temper any weapon. You don't have to have a certain level Soul Forge. You could temper weapons as soon as you have the ingots to do it.
Mana surge.
Let's see how this goes. Who's gonna get lucky, them or me?
Mana surge.
Blue and red, blue and red. Black and yellow, black and yellow. I got a 45% chance. Ooh!
Mana surge.
Alright, they hit me back. Got this.
Mana surge.
We got skulls in 2 different spots. Only 225. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, a bunch of free skulls.
Mana surge.
And we built our stats.
Surge.
That was good. We got 15. That's not very high. So let's do this again. 2 down, 2 to go. $35. That's not bad. Let's just try it. Yes! One left. Come on. Alright, she hit my first slot. Boom. Ouch. We can't cast him. She's gonna have a chance here. Okay, good.
Mana surge.
One of the hardest things to do in the game. Pure 500 live on YouTube. Alright, we can't cast our first slot. Stupid web. That's because of that middle fight, once again. Like, you might not get that fight at all. You might not be webbed. If you're really concerned about, like, status effects, you could do 3 Orpheus.
Mana surge.
Gets to go again! Oh! 5 in those instant kill chances. Hit me with skulls.
Surge.
Gotta take these skulls. Guaranteed damage here. Let's get this first.
Mana surge.
Got 431. We're so close.
Mana surge.
I think we just did it deathless. Woo! Okay, so we did the Blackheart deathless. You almost want to give it less of a, like, drop its score a little bit. So I don't know. So I was gonna, like, raise a couple scores because of the horde level being so high, but we did it deathless as well. So maybe we'll just, that'll, you know, cross each other out. Instead of factoring in the horde level, we'll just say, since I did it deathless without losing a single troop, we won't factor in the horde level. Alright, time to give it a score. This is where you guys come in. Maybe you can help me decide if I'm on the fence about what to give. First one is not subjective. We got a 10 because it's got 5 rooms. That's probably why it's not like one of the... It's not number 1 easiest, or number 2 easiest, or number 3 easiest. You do got to do 5 rooms. And the enemies do have a chance to instant kill you. So it's not like the easiest one ever. But it got 10 points for rooms because it got 5 rooms. It's going to get 0 points for deaths. This is the first one we've done deathless on our first try. It's the first one that's got 0 points for deaths. Alright, what do we think about the troops? Are they good? Good is a 1. Are they bad? Bad is a 10. They got Bile, who's probably one of the best tanks we've had so far. Like, what was the other one? Primal Rift? Because this guy explodes and then gains everything you want. Attack, life, and armor. Like, all 3. And it has a boost ratio, too. Boosted by how many enemies you've killed. That's, like, almost all you could ask for. It could have, like, 50% skull reduction. That would be cool. It puts Doom Skulls on the board so you can instant kill with your other troops. It might be, like, one of the best tanks we've had so far. As far as, like, the other troops, true damage with a chance to kill. At least you have a way to instant kill, but there's no summons. Another thing you might want in a faction is something with a summon. Like last time with Primal Rift, we had Outer Father who had a summon. But still, you know, not the best, but not the worst. This might be like a 5. This guy would be like a 5 or something. Somewhere in the middle. Not too bad. But Bile would probably be more like a 7 or 8. Or, you know, lower. So like a 3 or something like that. So right now I'm thinking like a 4-ish. We can look at the other ones like Primal Rift. You had, what? Isn't there more? Oh, it's because I'm doing it in the wrong spot. Let me get all the way out. It was like restricting it. Alright, here we go. So Primal Rift had the Green Golem. It only explodes one gem. It entangles, and it gains life. But it has 50% skull reduction. Bile's way better than Green Golem, in my opinion. Bile explodes way more than one gem, like 33 gems. And then it gains attack, life, and armor instead of just life. So it's better than Green Golem. We gave Primal Rift a 5 for troops. It's got 50. The only thing Green Golem has on Bile is the 50% skull, but Bile has 25, so Bile is better than Green Golem in pretty much every way. The Assassin Vine has a percent chance to kill. It's 30%, but the Deathblade does true damage and can get up to like a 55% chance. Kind of depends. I think Deathblade's better than the Assassin Vine. And yeah, the only good thing about this one is they have this, where you have a summon. So they got Outer Father here. But otherwise, like the tank is better, the damage dealer is better. This place just has Outer Father, so I'm thinking for the black card, he's either a 3 or a 4. You guys let me know if you think. I'm thinking a 4, more like a 4. Could do a 3.5. Somewhere like between 3 or a 4, 3.5. What do you guys think for the black cart? I gave Primal Rift a 5. The lower the number, the better the troops. Dark Court, I gave like a 7. Which isn't great. Because their tank was horrible. Not horrible, but it was just like... You look at these, like this guy destroys a column, which is even worse. Drains 4 mana from the first enemy for every purple gem destroyed. Gain barrier. So instead of gaining attack, life, and armor, and exploding like 33 gems, it just destroys a column and gains barrier. 25% skull. It does inflict death mark when doing skull damage, though. And then Slough was like a horrible mana generator. Went inside the legendary, just not great. The damage dealer, you know. The only way they have, like, Kelpie is technically a way to instant kill, but it's so low, it's like annoying, you don't even want to use it. It's like 12% chance. So instead I did Dark Knight and tried to Death Mark and Slough and Lenonsides. Just kind of drained the enemy. It was really annoying. So I gave Dark Court a 7. Then Sea of Sorrow I gave a 5.5, which is just slightly worse than Primal Rift. I'm telling you all this so we can get a good, like, what we think about the Black Heart. So Sea of Sorrow, they had Hammer Toe. He gains life. Then he explodes either a row or column. So that's like slightly better than the Dark Knight maybe, but not as good as the Green Golem or Bile. 50% skull though. And then, you know, the Deep King's really good. It's kind of like having Outer Father. You know, true splash damage. Well, that one was kind of in the middle somewhere, you know. It wasn't bad. It was more on the hard side though. They don't have like a summon. They don't have like any good mana generation. It's pretty much just Hammer Toe and Deep King. So they got a 5.5 for troops. More on the not good side than on the good side, but kind of in the middle. So for the Black Heart, I'm thinking like a 4. It's probably the best troops we've had so far, but not by like a mile. 4, maybe a 4.5, somewhere like that. A 3, a 3.5, a 4, a 4.5. It's got to be the best so far, but it doesn't have to be like way better. Primal Rift had Green Golem, it had the Assassin Vine, it had Outer Father. I gave that one a 5. This one has Bile and Deathblade. We'll see what y'all are saying. You think troops are a 3 yoke? I've mentioned a bunch of Tesla teams today. For a beginner account, probably like Leprechaun and Thrall to get up Tesla, and then like a weapon. Or another, or you could do like a mana generating weapon with Leprechaun, like stick the mana generator, like your Mountain Crusher, Essence of Evil, whatever it may be, in first slot. Put Leprechaun in last slot. Put Tesla in second slot, and then put another like True Damager in third slot. Whether it's Venoxia or Queen Beatrix or Shagaroth or something like that. If you have two Teslas, just do double Tesla. Or you can do whatever, like either one. But just pretty much a Mountain Crusher, a Essence of Evil, or something like that. A mana generating weapon in first slot. Tesla in second. Leprechaun in last. It's a good Tesla team for beginners. Seemed kind of easy, or did I make it look easy? Clip Bomb's here. What up, Chad? Clockwork Sphinx and Leprechaun. That's a good idea, too. Yeah, you could pretty much just put Tesla in Rowan's spot on like that early Rowan team almost, if you wanted to. So Yoke said 3 and Sauna said 5, so I'm gonna give it a 4 because I was thinking of 4 anyway, and that's right in between what y'all said. All right, for enemies, so you can only judge it based on the first fight and the last fight because all the middle fights are gonna be different for everybody. And we already kind of accounted for that with giving it a 10. So, was the enemies hard? It didn't look very hard, you know. I did it deathless. But I just feel like you got to give it something because they could instant kill you. They also have Bile. So if you let them get out of control, they're going to build up their Bile super stats and then start smashing you with skulls. So you can't let them, like, build up their Bile. And then they do have a % chance to kill every time they cast anything else. So it's not like the easiest ever. But I also like kind of wrecked it, and it's already getting points for having 5 rooms. And so Sea of Sorrow I gave an 8 for enemies. Dark Court I gave an 8 for enemies. Primal Rift I gave a 5 for enemies. So with Primal Rift, you know, they had Outer Father, they had Green Golem. I don't think they had Assassin Vine, though. It's got to be at least easier than Primal Rift, so it's got to be a 4 or under. I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe a 3.5, kind of give them a little bit of credit in case they instant kill you, but that's really the only danger, is kind of if they instant kill you with that really small chance. I'm thinking like a 3.5, somewhere around there. 3, a 4 maybe. Same thing as troops and enemies are almost, they're pretty close on all these. Sea of Sorrow for some reason was 5.5 for troops and 8 for enemies, but otherwise Dark Court was 7 for troops, 8 for enemies. Primal Rift was 5 for troops, 5 for enemies. Like they are the same troops, so could be the same score every time. 4? Alright. And the total score for the Blackheart is gonna be an 18. Got 10 for rooms, 4 for troops, 4 for enemies, and 0 for deaths. So 10 plus 4 plus 4 is 18. It's now officially the easiest faction we've done out of the 4. I think that tracks. Is it the 18th hardest though? That doesn't mean that you know, it could still score like as one of the easiest at 18. It could still be like the 3rd easiest. You know, it's going to be hard to score like less than 10 on this, you know. Rooms, you automatically get a 6 or higher. And then for troops and enemies, you're going to get at least a 1. So, like, the lowest score you can possibly get is like an 8. So, really an 18 is more like a 10 on my scoring system. Which kind of tracks. I think it's going to be one of the easier ones. It might not be top 5, but it might be top 10 or top 15 easiest. Blackheart. Alright. That's pretty much it for today, y'all. I have a little bit more time based on the last stream. What do you guys want to see? Want to see anything in particular? for like 5 or 10 minutes here. I gotta earn gold, already completed a delve. You know what's nice? Sometimes your XP booster will tell you to complete a delve on a Tuesday. Like, you're already doing that anyway, so I like when that happens. Open vault keys? Yes, okay. Let's do that. Good idea. I need to do that anyway. Let me put on my, Nishas. Hold on a sec, y'all. I think somebody's trying to knock on my door real quick. I don't have to pee, by the way. I'm not on my water today. That's why, though. I didn't drink my water yet. Sorry, I had to check on my son. He was having issues last night. Make sure he's good. Yeah, like a panic attack or something, you guys. Like, I used to have those when I was younger, so might be hereditary. I don't anymore, really. Kind of. I mean, you know. Some of y'all feel me out there. You ever had like an anxiety attack, panic attack? I had them up until I was like, I don't know, recently. I don't think I've had one in like 5 or 10 years, but it's kind of scary when it happens. If anybody knows how that feels. I'll just make sure he was good. Because I didn't know, like, is that it? Is that what it... Because he was describing symptoms. I'm like, oh, you're probably just having, like, an anxiety attack. I just wanted to make sure. Because I'm not a doctor. But he's better now, so probably was. Holiday battles, I'll do them. I'll do them. We just kind of already showed that last week, so... But yeah, good thing to be saying on the stream, though. Make sure you guys do your holiday event battles. It's a day-to-day type of thing. You got to do them every day. If you don't do them today, you missed out on some points, and you might not get everything in the holiday shop. So make sure you're doing them every day. I got to get these vault keys open by Friday. Which I'm on track. I'm doing 25 a day. I got 75 left. I'm on track. Yeah, I bet. Psychosis. A panic attack or an anxiety attack, if you've never had one, it kind of feels like you're dying. But you're not. Like, can't breathe. Your mind races. Get all shaky and... pretty crazy. And it'll last for like... I don't know. Sometimes like 30 minutes or... sometimes like 5 minutes. Da, 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 da. Alright, let's see what we'll get. I'm looking for gems. Looking for gems here, mostly. I think I got all the tarot cards now. I mean, I'll take a giant stack of gold. I'll take a minion orb or a glory orb, but I really want a giant stack of gems, please. I think one thing we suffer from is having these streams in the middle of the day, you know? If I do the streams at night, probably get twice the viewers, maybe. But the next stream on Friday when we're doing the vault event is probably going to be about, I don't know, an hour and a half max. It might be a little shorter than that. We had Sana with the gifted today. Appreciate it. We avoided the goose egg. But Friday's going to have to be a shorter stream, I guess. 60 diamonds. See what I'm talking about? Get 60 diamonds out of these. We got 36,000 gold and 60 diamonds. Our next stream's Friday. We'll go, you know, we'll go like at least an hour, like always. But, hour and a half max. Probably somewhere in the middle. I'll explain the vault event quickly and run a gap and hunt for verses, run a gap, explain the vault event. At least. And then we'll see what we're doing Saturday, I guess. Probably more vault event. But I'm not sure for how long. You never had one till your 30s? Trapped under like glass or a waterfall? You're fully aware of everything, but you're in the state where everything is distorted while you feel trapped and helpless? Yeah. For me, it was like my mind would race, and then I'd super concentrate on my breathing, and then I'd be like feeling like I can't breathe, and then I'd think I'm dying because I can't breathe, and then I don't know. I haven't had that in like 10 years though, probably. That's like panic anxiety. Like, if obviously you're not, but that's what it is. You're freaking out about nothing, pretty much. I had to go to the hospital one time when I was like a kid, because I didn't know what it was, and I was just like freaking out. Dun, 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 dun. They're like, "Are you on drugs?" I'm like, "No. I'm like 12. Waterfall analogy. Ah, you're in the shower. 40,000 gold, major orb of chaos. Let's go. Remember them orbs? Them orange orbs are like just a bunch of trait stones, pretty much. All right, we'll do 3 more keys. That sounds good for today. And then Friday we'll do. Let's do like you know, like an hour and 20 minutes or something. Sounds good. Maybe an hour 30. It's a vault event. I like doing the vault event. We'll probably just do our regular hour and 30, honestly. Dun, dun, dun. But I am trying to make these shorter, like, if possible, like, you know? Like, that's always on the table. Like, I'm not guaranteeing an hour and a half anymore, like. I gotta get out there and do something. $18 event keys? I'll take that. We have any more left? No. Alright. Well, I gotta open 10 more today. So I might do the, I know nobody cares, it's kind of boring, but the accountability little video with no commentary, but it shows you what I do, like, when I'm off stream, when I'm playing the game normally. Like, if you're interested in that, like, what teams does he actually use when he's doing? Does he really do his faction event? How much gold does he actually get? You know? Is he doing his holiday event? Is he actually doing? Is he? You know, you can look at that, you know, put it in 2 times, just look at the teams, like, see what I'm doing. Maybe ask questions of why I didn't do this or why I did do that, or mostly for members and Patreons right now, just because I want to give you something. It's kind of like, here's a penny, here's something, just so you feel like you're getting something right now. You do get videos early sometimes and stuff like that, but I'm trying to think of something to put on the members only and Patreon and stuff. So for now, it's kind of just like a placeholder idea. I'm gonna do like once a week or something like that. But yeah, that's it for today. Thank you much, Sana, for the gifted. Appreciate it. Make sure we don't have a goose egg. Thanks for being here today. Tyrion, Sana, Yoke, temp polls. Remember temp polls. You guys are important. Lurkers are important. People watching after are important. Swag is important. Yoke is important. Chat is important. Young blood's important. Appreciate it. You need all three, though. Remember, you need all three. That's the point. JM Ricks, Beg, Brian was back in the house today. That was cool. Brian was first. Tyrion was second. Sana was third. And I'm going to get out of here. Let me look at the bottom real quick, though. You guys are saying something interesting there, maybe? Yeah. You see things that aren't there? Dang. Yeah, like hyper focus on like your own body, kinda. I had one time where I got delirious because I had like a really high fever. That's probably the only time I've ever like had anything close to what Sana's describing, though. I thought I was a tree. My skin felt like bark. I had like a super high fever. Started getting delirious, and I literally thought I was a tree. It was like around the same age too. I don't know. I had like breathing problems, like anxiety attacks. Like I had a really high fever one time. It's just like the flu or something, though. But anyway, I'll see y'all Friday. If you want to like support the little EverQuest videos, I'll put those out Wednesday and Thursday. You know, hit a like and hype it up or whatever. Be cool. But I'll see y'all. Have a good one. You're the best.